Well, hello there, fine viewers. Today we're spending an afternoon on the allotment plot. There'll be a little bit of this.
These are all the Swedes that I've dug up. Not too bad. There was one that had holes and full of piggies.
Some of this, but imagine like putting shop bought stuff in the ground, putting it up and pretending it's yours. A wagon full of this. It's so weighty. Its support is just not. It's heavy. And finally, a gigantic dollop of this.
Just a quick homemade salad using everything in the allotment, some herbs and green boys, lettuce.
So spend the afternoon with us at our allotment plot. Come on, you know you want to.
Hello my lovelies, so what am I doing here today? The swede patch. So all the swede here are ready to harvest. I'm going to pull them all up, I'm going to take them home and I'm going to peel them, chop them, blanch them and put them in the freezer for stews and casseroles later on in the year. It is covered with weeds, so I'm going to completely clear everything out because we have actually got some more to go in. This netting has been pretty useless. We've still got whitefly in there. The slugs are still got in there, so I'm going to get rid of this and I think we're going to look into another way of trying to protect them. Alright, so we've got rid of the netting, which was completely rubbish because look at all this whitefly that keeps coming off them. And I'm going to start pulling them up. There we go. And it's a fair old size. So what I'll do when I get home is I'll peel them all, give them a good old chop and a quick blanch and chuck them in the freezer. And then these bits can go for the chickens, so we're not wasting anything. So I've cleared all the Swedes, and this is all the tops that I'm just going to go and deliver to the girls, the chickens now, and then I'm going to continue to weed that all out, and we'll show you the Swede later.
Oh no, cat battles. Chase and Midnight.
They've only just come over.
Chase, the deviant cat.
For the girls, look at them patiently waiting for their treats.
Yummy Swede tops for you.
Let's see if I can get in without them running out.
Yeah, just chuck it in.
Come on. No, darling, come on, here we go. Oh, sweetheart, you have fun. Come on.
Look at them. What a bunch of piggies. Look, I've got a helper. It's Nick.
Yeah, it's me.
It's Dad.
Yes.
He's come to help.
What am I doing here?
Well, whilst Hannah is dealing with the Swedes, we are going to dig up some of the spuds.
Yeah, I've got my little mini spade.
Tiny baby spade.
Tiny baby spade. I just thought I'd come over and show a face for once.
What we're going to do with these is dig a load up and store them in the shed. People have commented saying, get them out of the ground because they're going to get munched by slugs and probably wood lice. This is what happened to a lot of our early potatoes. So yeah, we're going to try something different. We're going to dig a load up and store these this time. And then we're going to cover this patch. But I'm not going to tell you what we're going to put in it yet because that's a surprise for later in the year. Well, one just fell out.
We got one.
There's one.
We got one. No, I got trouble with my back. I'm not that flexible, so I've got to put them down to one side. That's why I don't do a lot.
Let's see how many you can skewer like me.
Yeah,
So these are Maris Piper that are being dug up from this row. As you probably saw in the last video, we had like mixed results about the sizes, and this is one of the rows that I was actually digging the biggest buds out from on the last video. So we'll see.
Oh, the baby.
What these are like.
Oh God! I've just chipped one.
Chop one in half.
Oh dear, you make chips out of that one.
Yeah, there's one.
Oh, what's that?
That's the seed.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah.
What's left of the seed potato.
Decent one.
That's not bad.
Oh.
Right, so before we show you what we've got in the bag, that was all Maris Piper, but we want to have a look at one of the Valor just to see if there's any like size difference. So this one here, I'm only going to do one. Well, already it's about the same, I'd say.
Well, they're certainly bite free, aren't they?
Yeah. There's no signs of damage.
Again, the ground's so hard, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Bit of pottery there, what's that?
Just old white stuff.
Nice bit of chinaware there. More like the upper saucer or something. Rather nicely coloured.
Yeah, the ground is so hard. I think we just really better leave it to hopefully get a bit of rain soon, and then we'll come back to this because yeah, it's very hard to work with. But here's from one Valor plant. Maybe more that are slightly bigger, but it's not a great deal of difference, is there?
No.
Really?
No.
Well, let's have a look in the bag anyway and show you what we got from the rest of that row.
And I'll show you my little thing. I love bits of crockery. That's a bit of, look like plant pot to start with, but it's not. It's a bit of earthenware because it's glazed on the inside and plant pots invariably aren't. So that's like an earthenware pot. That's somebody, more than likely, all this was brought up for drainage. Old crockery and things like that was used as drainage. They'd put them in the bottom of pots. And this is why it's so commonplace in places like allotments. But yeah, it's not plant pot.
So when are you going to start your own archaeology YouTube channel?
No, I don't. It's one of my passions. I volunteer at the local museum, but I've got a bit of a thing for bits of pot that are found and stuff like that. You never know. I might be lucky enough one day to find something worthwhile.
Yeah. Do your gold dance.
You do the dance of gold.
Well, it's not bad. This was, what, 5 Maris Piper plants?
Yeah, I don't know what I expected really. They just look like the new potatoes to me, but I'm not a potato expert, but they are. That's what they are.
I mean, I think last year, like Han was saying that as well, we had bigger main crop potatoes. But again, as I mentioned before, these grew really quickly and died off very fast as well. So they've been watered the same, all the rows.
Yeah, strange. I don't know enough about them.
It's not bad haul though, is it?
Not bad, and as you can see, they weren't pre-planted and bought at Sainsbury's and planted in the ground and pulled up. They come up with all the hairs and rubbish that they were born with.
Yeah, imagine like putting shop bought stuff in the ground, putting it up and pretending it's yours. But anyway, these are the Valor. So this is one Valor plant here. That one plant, but the Maris Piper, Valor.
Slight difference possibly in the colour,
the shape,
but like I said, I'm no expert on potatoes. In fact, they're not my favourite, but
no, like I don't really like carrots.
Oh, I love carrots.
They're all
especially shop bought ones and planted in the ground.
Don't ask. Anyway, yeah, pleased with these. We'll store these in a nice cool dry place, and yeah, so 5 plants
and possibly more because the ground's so hard.
Yeah, so we'll wait for the rain to come, I think, and then we will get the rest up. But I mean, this will keep us going for a while, won't it?
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, not bad, really.
I got a blister.
How are you getting on with your project?
Yeah, so all the Swedes are up, all the major big weeds, all the bindweed, my god there's a lot of bindweed, I've dug up. So now I'm just turning the soil over and just finally weeding. I hate weeding, and breaking the soil up as best I can. I mean, we're not planting them straight away, so
Yeah, we've got maybe a week or so at least.
yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just get all these, turn it over and get all these little bits out as much as I can, and then just leave it really until we're ready to plant them, and then we'll do another dig over like we normally do before we plant them. Yeah. These are all the Swedes that I've dug up. Not too bad. There was one that had holes and full of piggies, woodlice, so the chickens had that. They loved the woodlice. So what do you think, Tom?
They're all right. They're see, there's some smaller ones. Some of them we pulled up some bigger ones before. I think the reason these are smaller is because they were planted in the shade of the shed.
Yeah.
So I don't think they've had enough light getting to them.
But you know, it's not bad. I mean, like you said before, we've dug up a fair few before. We've been eating a lot of swede. Like I said, with these ones, I think I'm gonna put these in the freezer because it's a bit too warm for stews at the moment with casseroles. So I'll just get them all prepared, ready for the winter, and then we're going to plant some more in anyway, aren't we? So
yeah, and one of our neighbours has kindly given us some purple sprouting broccoli, which will go in that bed as well. But yeah, they're okay. They're not bad. I mean, yeah, freeze them, save them for the winter, and then winter stew cooking video.
yeah, definitely. It's just a bit too warm for it now.
It is snippy time. I'm here with the pumpkins, which are doing very well, I think. They're pretty big. So these are 100-weight pumpkins, as some of you may know. It's the first time we've grown anything this big. So we've got 2 plants here, and we've kept 1 pumpkin on each plant. This is to kind of like maximize the growth. I mean, we're not expecting giant monsters that you have to fit on the back of a flatbed truck. I mean, this is fun for us. It's great for Halloween to carve some pumpkins. Flo will love this. What I need to do, a couple of jobs. So you can see like some of these leaves. So yeah, I know the leaves will die off eventually with pumpkins, but these I do believe are infected with leaf spot. So this is a fungal disease. I have treated this plant with a fungus spray in the past, and it kind of calmed down. It's actually nowhere near as bad as it was. But what I'm going to do is just go around and trim off all the leaves that kind of look like this. It's funny because recently this plant seems to have jumped back into life, and we've been cutting off all the male and female flowers, so it really focuses its energy into the pumpkins themselves. And all of a sudden it's just had like another burst, and there's flowers coming everywhere. And we even found another pumpkin that we've missed that was about that big. So that one's gone. So I need to cut off a load of dead leaves and snip off as many flowers or buds or anything that I can find, just to make sure it's really pumping all its energy into these. We've been feeding them with fish blood and bone directly to the soil and let it water in. We're using tomorite and also potash as well. And we generally try and water them every other day, maybe every day if it's really hot. But you know, like they say, the proof is in the pudding, and we must be doing something right, I think. So yeah, but let's get on to this. So I mean, yeah, here we go. Right away. So this is a female flower, or it will become a female flower. Just going to literally snip them off. See the flower open there. And let's see what we've got here. See, there's the beginnings. I think that's going to be a male flower because there's no bulb. So it's a case of just going around and doing this. I would say every like 2 or 3 weeks, having to do this at the moment. And also I'm going to take off, so this, on this particular vine, they're getting kind of out of control on this bed. So I'm going to snip off like the tip to stop the vine from growing any further. Because we don't want them all over the allotment yet. Maybe next year when we're growing like a massive field of pumpkins. No, we're not doing that next year. But here's one. There's 2 on here. You can see they're quite fresh, they're quite new. I'm just going to take the whole thing off. Just take that off. I'll get on to this. Let's cut a few leaves off and then we'll show you when it's all done. That's it. That's the last male flower to go. Yeah, we've given it a really good trim back, all these leaves, because I mean, there's still a few left, but there's so much new growth coming on them, all these tiny baby leaves that will turn into bigger leaves. So I'm not too fussed about cutting off quite a lot. But they are very weighty. We've just had to lift one of them to put a bit of plastic under it to stop it from rotting, which does happen if you just leave it on the soil. Yeah, I know that's how nature intended, but they can rot and we don't want to take that chance. But yeah, they're very weighty. I think they're going to get bigger. Chase is under Hans' legs. Chase. Chase. Hi. Do I smell the pumpkins? It just moved. Yeah, it's so weighty. Its support is just not. It's heavy. Right, I think that's okay. We'll see. Well, we have got quite a lot of jobs done today, and now it's time to have something to eat. So we're going to have chicken burgers, and I'm going to pick some tomatoes, maybe have a little light salad to go with it. So let's see what is ready. We've definitely got some Gardener's Delight ready. Yeah. And maybe some of the Black Moon. So let's pick a few of those. Well, this looks delicious.
It does.
Yum.
Just a quick homemade salad using everything in the allotment, some herbs and green boys, lettuce, tomatoes.
And we've worked quite hard today. We've got a lot of jobs done. Yeah, it's been quite a productive day and a nice finish to our day at the plot with lovely dinner. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video.
And thank you for watching.
And please do drop a like and subscribe if you want to. That'd be great to stay up to date with our antics.
And comment as well.
Yeah, comment. Yeah, leave comments. We love the comments. Brilliant. Really helpful tips. Yeah.
And thank you. Yeah, I'm liking my hair colour at the moment.
Yeah, natural.
Natural. No more funky colours now.
Yeah, no.
I'm a bit too old for it now.
Yeah, now you're old. Yeah, I'm responsible for things. Well, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks ever so much for watching.
And take care.
Bye.